Well, listen to this story. The Talladega College marching band hit with major roadblocks after being tapped to perform at the inauguration. That sounds great, right?
That's right. Well, for one, they needed to raise $75,000 to get there. And the president of the historically black college says he's now being attacked for allowing them to go and perform.
I've had, folks to say that, that I'm a disgrace to my African-American race. This is a great opportunity for our students.
Well, after that interview, our own Bill O'Reilly's donation, with Bill O'Reilly, the donations poured into the GoFundMe page. Right now they have raised $278,000.
That's fantastic.
So
that's
Jeanine, Judge Jeanine Pirro is here now, contributing regularly. I watched the promos on O'Reilly Factor.
So not financially. She's not contributing financially.
No, maybe you would.
Editorially.
I know emotionally you feel for the Talladega College.
Well, I do. Absolutely. I mean, you have to give them, credit, and they have to be excited about it as well. And you know what? Good for them. It's their luck, and it's to their advantage that all these other people said, no, we don't want to do it. Well, you know what? Good for them.
Well, a lot of people said, we don't want to do it, but others said, oh, you're going to do it, and we're going to pressure you. Or like that LL Bean boycott that we talked about yesterday.
Outrageous. You know what? And people are going to see as we get into this administration that in the end, it's the people who are with America, with the president, who are going to succeed. It's that simple.
But one thing they're doing, they're preventing him from getting the momentum that every other president had. From Bush was up 36%. Obama was up 71%. Donald Trump has lost 7 points during this interim process because of the constant badgering.
You know, I did Street Justice, and it'll be on my show tomorrow night. And I was saying to people, aren't you excited about a new president? No. Well, what do you want? We want jobs. I said, have you seen what he's done with Carrier and with Ford? Yeah. And it's like it doesn't count. I've never seen a president treated the way this president-elect is being treated.
How about the Justice Department now investigating James Comey and the FBI and the way they handled Hillary Clinton's email scandal?
Well, the Inspector General now looking at James Comey. It's part of this continuing, there's a reason Hillary lost, not because she's a horrible candidate, not because she put our secrets at risk on this private server, but because of James Comey. And it's just nonsense. It's nonsense to look at James Comey. Look, Loretta Lynch, who's the Attorney General, she should be the one who is the subject of an Inspector General's investigation. She's the one who met with the target's husband secretly, hoping that no one would find out about it. And instead they're going after Comey. When she said, I'm going to leave it up to the FBI, Jim Comey goes out and he says, okay, so this is what I think. I didn't agree with his decision.
Sure.
But now they're saying, that those October letters are what lost the election. And now the Inspector General is going to look at what Comey did. Bottom line is this. They can't do anything to Comey. It's not going to matter, but it's part of the continuing LL Bean and what you're talking about.
Sure. And you know what? Donald Trump kind of echoed that. He just tweeted in the last half hour, what are Hillary Clinton's people complaining about with respect to the FBI? Based on the information they had, she should never have been allowed to run. Guilty as hell. They were very nice to her. She lost because she campaigned in the wrong states. No enthusiasm. And, of course, that private server in the basement didn't help.
Yeah, I love it. Bottom line, she lost. I won. Get over it.
That's right.
There's a story in Daily Caller this morning talking about how Mexican immigrants are now flocking to the city of Chicago because, as we know, Rahm Emanuel, he's made it a sanctuary city, and he says you're safe here. They're trying to get there before the inauguration.
This is what's happening in some of the biggest cities in America that are run by Democrats. We've got all of these illegals who are going there, and the Democrats like Rahm Emanuel are saying, we're going to protect you. And they're doubling down, Ainsley. What they're doing is they're putting money into funds like they're doing in D.C. and in California to hire attorneys to fight the Trump administration. Our money, taxpayer money. And what's going to happen is Donald Trump's going to come in and he's going to say, look, I'm deporting illegal immigrants who are criminals. We're going to prioritize the criminals. And no state, no city can withstand the lawsuits. They cannot withstand what we're going to do. We're going to win. So this is just more of this them versus us. And we ought to start putting taxpayer money, our money, into veterans and people who are homeless and Americans Americans who have done things that are honorable as opposed to illegals that we're paying to be here. Like, if you look at the Kate Steinle case, there's an illegal protected by a sanctuary city of San
Deported
Francisco.
5 times.
Convicted of what? 5, 7 felonies? It's about time Americans stood up, and they did in this last election, and they said, we're not on that side, we're on the side of Americans. And Rahm Emanuel can, spout off all he wants. He's going to lose on
And by the way, I don't care what Bill O'Reilly says, you like this couch better than his chair and our table, right?
I take no position.
Go, you
I have no position.
Oh, my goodness. The opinionated Judge Jeanine.
What a diplomat.
Oh, my goodness.
Judge, we're going to be watching your show this weekend.
Thank you.
I was going to shake your hand.
Oh, okay.
Give me a hug.
And next week, Saturday and Sunday night in D.C.
That's right. We'll be there, too.
Yeah.
And you're going to the inaugural, right?
Yeah, a lot of them. You going to the balls?
Not allowed.
Why?
No balls for us.
Why?
Huh? We're
gala.
No, we are allowed. We
gala.
are allowed if we're there reporting. We're just not allowed to go and buy tickets.
We cannot enjoy ourselves.
Who said?
Oh, listen, look at the party planning we got
The judge was
going
like,
on
wait
right
a minute, do I
now.
have to return my dresses? No.
Here's what it comes down to.
What?
We do a morning show. You think we can go out to a gala until 3 o'clock in the morning?
I do a weekend.
Hello.
I do a weekend night show.
At nighttime. Yeah, she's a night owl.
Yeah.
I've seen her show.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
just
Judge,
want to
thank
party
you.
all the time.
Totally phony story. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani is here tonight with reaction.
So we're going to do repeal and replace. Very complicated stuff.
Then Republicans move ahead with a plan to repeal and replace Obamacare.
We're going to get health care taken care of in this country.
Bill Bennett weighs in. And loony Hollywood liberals are at it again.
I don't know how we're going to take, 4 years of this.
Kimberly Guilfoyle and Eric Bolling will respond. All of that plus Ainsley Earhart and Lou Dobbs join us in studio. Hannity starts right here, right now.
And welcome to Hannity, and tonight we will connect the dots and expose the corrupt cabal that is the mainstream media in America and show just how biased BuzzFeed and the liberal media really